What is up, Swamp Nation, Swamp Society? I am back with a horrible, horrible story. Where do I begin? Well, that's easy. Charles Vallows from Texas. He's old, man. He's old. Charles Vallows. He's 62 years old. He drives all the way to Chandler, Arizona, okay, to meet up with his estranged wife. They're going through somewhat of a divorce. He's convinced this woman's trying to ruin his life, and he's actually in fear for his life, which I question, why are you driving, to go confront this crazy lady, Okay. He shows up at this Chandler residence. He gets into it with his wife. Gets into it with his wife, and his daughter. Not his daughter's there. It's so crazy. I might actually have to go back and forth here, but his stepdaughter Tylee Ryan, 17, and his adopted son Joshua Vallows, age 7. He went there, to go retrieve his son. He went there to go confront this lady, Lori Vallows, his wife, and they claim that he took a baseball bat, and I've heard different reports that the daughter was the one who introduced the baseball bat, but baseball bat got into play. He's yelling at Tylee, the stepdaughter, and he's yelling at his wife, Lori. He gets into it with his brother-in-law, who claims he's trying to defuse the situation, but this old man with a baseball bat, remember, he's 62 years old, he's old. He allegedly hits the brother-in-law in the chest with a baseball bat, and there's all these people there, the daughter, Lori Vallows, and the brother-in-law. Here's what happened. The brother goes ahead and shoots. He shoots this old man. He shoots this old dude. Okay? Obvious setup. Obvious, just open murder. No bones about it type murder. And well, this is Arizona. There's some things going on in Arizona, especially in law enforcement and in different parts of society in Arizona with religious groups and law enforcement. Okay? So the police look things over. 62-year-old man's dead after an altercation with his wife, who's younger, much younger. Well, I don't know about much. She's like 50. She's not that much younger. She's still a lot younger, though. I believe she's like 45, I'm going to say. But they find them all innocent. There's no arrest. There's no further investigation. It's all bizarre, because if a 62-year-old man pulls a bat on me, and this guy who killed this dude, he's young. He's young. If an old guy I'd just pull that crap and be like, come on, Gramps, yo, Pops, take a seat, right? So yeah, Lori Vallows, some things, Lori Vallows. Lori Vallows, she's 46 years old. She was previously married to Tylee's father. He died young, heart attack. you know, his body's gone. It's been cremated. Okay. So that's her first husband. Then her second husband shot by her brother. Okay. It's a pretty rough go. All right. So the family's outraged. Like, if you look at some of this evidence here, like Charles Vallows, like, he financially supported. He bought her houses. He was basically a sugar daddy who she took advantage of. No way around it. Okay, so here's where things get really weird. She was affiliated as a podcaster, kind of like I'm affiliated as a YouTuber, right? But she was with a really nutty religious group, okay? And I mean nuts, like doomsday, you know, prepping for the end. The end is upon us, you know. I would get ready for Easter this year, but chances are the United Nations is going to have tanks coming in, and, you know, there's going to be armed guards, and, you know, I'm going to be in my bunker. There's going to be bombs dropped. There's going to be the coronavirus. You know, they're prepping for the end. The end is always near. The end is just the beginning for them. Okay. So the police get involved. They go to do a wellness check on Ty Lee, who's 17, and her adopted son, JJ, who's 7, and lo and behold, they're gone. No sign of them. She's not saying where they're at. At the same time, she gets married. She gets married to quite the character. Chad Daybell. Okay, he looks funny and friendly at first, but he's actually a narcissistical author. He's a New York best-selling author, kind of like a informative YouTuber. Oh. Okay. His wife, he's a married man. He's affiliated with this podcast and anyone who will let him peddle his books. He's a author. He writes his religion. He's a Latter-day Saint. People out there, Mormon, but Latter-day Saint. He's writing books on their behalf. You know, nothing. He is happily married. His wife was a librarian. He was an author. She was a librarian. You know, okay, that works out. They're up in Idaho. Yeah. The story after Arizona. You know, there's all this. There's something going on with Idaho. You know, this doomsday cult, and Lori Vallows, a hard person to keep track of. She's nuts. Okay, but his wife is a great librarian. Great, like, everyone loves her, you know. And she's young. She's 49, and these podcast names that her and Chad Daybell are affiliated with. Preparing a people's podcast. Glimpses through the day. Time to warrior up. Feel the fire. Oh, I'm sure she's going to feel the flames, bruh. Okay, so those are the names of some of the podcasts. Yikes. Big yikes. Okay, this is Tammy. Tammy's Chad Daybell's wife. You know, she went to Brigham Young University. Okay. That's where they met. They fell quickly in love. she supported him while he went to school, finished going to school. What's really sad is they have a son together. He graduated high school. She's a big member of the Latter-day Saints, and in her obituary it says that she died peacefully in her sleep. Killed in her sleep. Peacefully? Oh, maybe? Okay. So the kids are gone. Chad's wife is dead. Chad Daybell. Chad Daybell. Wife is gone. What does he do? Well, of course, he marries Lori Vallows. She just went through 2 husbands. Third time is a charm. And they get married. Kids are, there's welfare checks going on. Police are, saying, look, this is serious. Well, what do they decide to do? Disappear. Even the people who do these podcasts with them are like, we're not that nuts. We thought they were on the same wavelength, but they're on that next level. They're on that, here's the thing. They've just been found. They reappeared. Chad Daybell's looking jacked, by the way. He's looking mean too. I bet if I ran into Chad Daybell, he'd probably strangle me or kill me like he does his wife or whatever, He'd probably treat me like that. He'd probably smoke me. He's looking mean. And what's crazy is Hawaii police, they catch up with him. They're in contact with the Idaho police. Okay. Because I'm going to come out and say, look, Tylee Ryan and her adopted brother, Tylee Ryan, age 17, her adopted brother, age 7, they're no longer living. They've been murdered. And okay, it's Swamp. You're not. Oh, Swamp. Duh, right? Okay. From my sources, there's they took them out to Utah. Yeah. And of course, in their minds, they did these kids a favor. At least that's what they're spewing to each other. Imagine if we let them live and Obama brainwashes them somehow, and they join the left army, and when the end comes, they're going to be the ones raiding houses, and why we're in the bunker hiding and the bombs are dropping. They're the bad guys. So to save them from that future, let's sacrifice them to a variation of Joseph Smith and Jesus Christ. No disrespect at all in that comment. Okay. Hawaii police, they catch up with them. This is current. This is where we're at now. We have serial killers. If you count the total murders they've committed, if you count her first husband, you count, obviously you want to count her second husband, Charles Vallows. That's a murder in the first degree, I would say. It's that premeditated. And then her 2 kids. I believe the FBI says a serial killer is 3 kills in 3 months or something. So, you got these serial killers caught in Hawaii. What happens? Stay tuned. Before I get to the conclusion, I just want to say I really cut my finger bad. And I came this close to needing stitches. That's how much pain I know what pain's like. And there's family, there's brothers of Tylee Ryan, Lori Vallows has other kids, and brothers, and Chad has God knows how much, you know. And there's people in real pain over this. Real pain. Okay? I just want to state that. And it sucks that, you know, people can get so wrapped up in the government, and you know, it's paranoia. It's like, you know, gangbusters or gang stalkers. You know, there are people who just feel this, like, you know, the government screwed my life over. And these people are usually leeches too that feel this way. That's crazy, huh? You know, the government got me. The government, you know, and Satan, and they're satanic, and Illuminati, and that damn George Soros. Okay, so Lori Vallows wasn't always like this. She did get involved with a doomsday cult. She has been brainwashed. And, you know, I've looked at this case for a few weeks now. I don't know who's in more danger, Chad Daybell or Lori Vallows. Both these people are narcissistic, egomaniac, and both extremely paranoid. I think Lori Vallows may be more paranoid than Chad Daybell. We know what Chad Daybell's in it for. Come on. You know, Lori Vallows, he's in it. Jeez. You know, Chad Daybell, he's working out in Hawaii. What do you think he's in it for, right? So he might be a wife killer and everything, but he better watch his butt. So Hawaii police, they catch up with these scumbags, okay? They contact Idaho police. They take their rental. They confiscate some stuff, and then they're like, hey, produce the kids in 5 days. Well, 5 days have come and gone, and there's been no kids. They're dead. You can't produce something like that. And Hawaii police, Idaho police are like, oh, she didn't produce the kids. Well, maybe we can hold her in contempt of court. Maybe we can charge her for, or maybe we can just let her go. What Lori Vallows is doing, she's walking around with bags of cash. She has literally stacks of cash. She, you know, you ask her, where's the kid? She's like, no comment. Like, you know, we're praying for your kids. And she's like, that's nice. Like, she's cold. She's cold, and she thinks we're idiots. She thinks that she's on this higher plane. Like, yeah, I killed my kids, so you demons wouldn't eat them. She's on that type of mentality, folks. And it's really horrifying, and it's really sad that the police will not charge or arraign her with anything simply because she has blonde hair and blue eyes. So, prove me wrong. Imagine someone, you know, who's affiliated with the Catholic Church, you know, and their kid goes missing, or a Christian, you know, where's your son? He hasn't been at school in 2 days. I don't know. He's out of friends in out of state. Or imagine if a person, a minority, couldn't produce a child for authorities. What the flip do you think would happen to them? But this Lori Vallows, you know, all hail Lori Vallows, and, you know, her dummy Chad Daybell. Give them a pass. You know, kids are all right. They'll pop up somewhere. You know, he writes books for LDS, man. Sarah's legacy, being there for Sarah when she had her first. Dude, you know, he writes those type of books. I'm not making that up. And my heartbreaking conclusion here is the grandparents. Larry Woodcock is the biological grandfather of JJ, the adopted son. He also has autism. I don't think I mentioned that, and that's so. He said he didn't think Vallows would show up with the children, and you know, this isn't even her kid biologically. And when you adopt a kid, man, that's a lot of trust and love. You don't betray everyone involved in that. His quote is, "Nothing with Lori right now makes sense." He knew Vallows for the last 12 years. It's not the same person that is here on Earth today. He's not surprised at all. She's not going to make it easy. She got an end game in her head, even though this is not a game. And this chick should have played games. This chick probably should smoke something or calm the flip down. And the saddest part is, he says Vallows and Daybell, they're still in Hawaii, probably sitting on the beach somewhere where we're wondering where the kids are. And not just, a lot of people care about where the kids are. And, like I said, they were last seen on September 23rd, 2019 in Rexburg, Idaho. And from, me twittering around and even doing Craigslist and different avenues. Yeah, from the Doomsday Cult person, they said that, yeah, they took them to Utah somewhere. Maybe it's like a holy place or something, right? And they did the deed. Now, I pass that information on to law enforcement. They don't give a flip. Blonde hair, blue eyes. Are you kidding me, Jack? But, sad story. We'll see if justice gets served. I doubt it. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those things where they say no body, no murder, no case. Yeah, maybe they're gonna get her on like child endangerment, and Ty Lee's almost 18 and she'll just be like just a missing person. She won't even be like a runaway at that point. So, and Joshua Vallows, it's just so horrible. And Chad Daybell, man, this guy, man, I don't know what, this guy is a funny dude, man. I'm telling you, if he saw me in the street, he'd probably want to punch me or something. But man, he's been working out too, man. What a funny dude. And man, he might be just an idiot, or he did kill his wife. I mean, but he doesn't seem like a mastermind. Check out some of the books he wrote. Like, it doesn't seem like the sharpest tool in the swamp. You know what I'm saying? But we'll stay on this case. And, I pray that the kids are okay. I'm not going to hold my breath. A gator can only hold his breath underwater for 30 minutes, so 30 hours. So I'm going to hold out. I am praying. And, it's sick. It's sick, and this is a result of a divorce, in some ways, and it sucks. Well, until next time, swamp out.